Hey guys, this is Ratigan The Rat again, and I'm coming back with you with another banger. Episode 2 of our Zero to Hero Challenge. And as promised, this time we'll continue on with the Pyromancer. The Pyromancer is actually a hero that obviously uses fire. And our main objective is to fill out the skill tree. First get these minor soul stones and also unlock the Houndmaster, which you will see in episode 3. So stay tuned. If you have missed episode 1 really gave a full explanation of the series, and we're doing a Zero to Hero challenge. Basically me starting out with 0 stats on a new save, just open up the game and just playing it and explaining it to you guys, and yeah, also showing how to do a proper build and unlock, which we will go stronger over time also. So yeah, I'm diving into the Pyromancer today to unlock the Houndmaster. The Houndmaster is actually one of my favorite heroes in this game, especially early on because of the poison and all the mechanics that he has with bleeds and poisons. But main focus of today, open up extra dashes, which we will need red soul stones for, and that's what we're doing with the Pyromancer today. And we're also opening up on the extra difficulty with the curses. As you can see here, these add all extra penalties or extra buff to the enemies, but it also increases our bonuses. So yes, the enemy health increases, but yes, we also get bonuses. We actually get extra minerals, we get extra prestige levels, which increases our level. And yeah, the Pyromancer still at level 1, and this is the first fight that we're gonna do with the Pyromancer. And yeah, so we're starting out with a fire slash and a burn skill, and you also see the red dot on the enemies, which is the burn skill. And basically the Pyromancer obviously works with magic skills, but he has different trees. He has the arcane tree, he has the electrified tree also, he has a poison tree if you unlock that. So yeah, he has all kinds of AoE skills basically. That's where he masters in. But obviously he's a glass cannon, right? So he's very weak and can take hits very well. So yeah, increasing extra skills and how they cast, that's a no-brainer. You see the Pyromancer early on is a little slower in killing than the Barbarian in the previous video. That's also because we upped the difficulty, right? We upped the difficulty with the curses. And we're dabbing into the Doom tree here, and the Doom tree is very good because that's an ability that executes. So as we saw in the last video, we also had an execute, I believe. And we're picking Void here, and Void is basically a gravity field, so it sucks in enemies and applies the debuff. So yeah, obviously more health on this guy. 95 health is not that much, but we're early on. And yeah, what we're trying to do is try to keep these episodes under 30 minutes. You'll see that I won't succeed because yeah, I'm actually doing longer runs because yeah, these runs take as long as you possibly can survive, right? Yeah, and out here I'm locked now because I can't reroll yet. So I have to choose between 3 bad skills. Shadow Spikes, not that great. Shadow Bolt, not great. Arcane Disc, not too great. Probably replace any of these, but I can't reroll yet, can't banish yet, can't lock yet. So I'll just pick the Shadow Bolt and I'll replace it later on. But yeah, this is the name of the game, and yeah, we're starting to get resources also. Yeah, getting more skills activated early on is good for a caster type, which the Pyromancer is. Not every class plays the same, right? Every class has also later on different talent trees, different areas of expertise, and I'd say the Pyromancer is very good in mapping and is very good in killing all around. And obviously we have to dab into the electrified tree because it served so well on the barbarian, and it will suit us well also on the mage, on the pyromancer. So yeah, the first void here, the red void drops the red void stones, which we need because we need to activate that dash. And you see immediately the difficulty level, right? You see the last time he had 10,000 health, now he had like 40,000 health, but you also see the doom stack sticking in. That's the purple bar at the top. And yeah, obviously we have to go for Faithful Strikes, more Doom, and that basically executes him if he drops below 25% health. That's a chance, right? Obviously we have to go for Death Vortex here, or maybe Magic Missiles. I think Magic Missiles may be better here because it debuffs the enemy's armor. So we're gonna go for that. Pick up range. And yeah, these are all not that great. Thunder Strike stun, so we'll take that. This is actually a very good synergy skill. When you do Doom, you also burn. So if an enemy still hasn't burn on it for some reason, then it also applies it via the Doom. And that's actually very good because you'll see the stacks increase and increase and increase. And these are also these synergy skills, like if you have 2 electric skills, buff all the other skills by the same power of the amount of electric skills that you have. So that's actually good. And you're starting to see all these synergies that we're building. Have the choice here to lose a skill or get more area effect on Void, which is our gravity field. Obviously we have to go for that. We want to make our Void field as big as possible because that sucks the enemies in. And yeah, multicast here, or more Doom, a more critical chance on specific abilities, not in the Doom tree, which is good, right? So upgrading the area of Void, and you see the name of the game here. What I'm doing, I'm upgrading that gravity field. Isn't worth it to take another skill, so we will do the expansive. And still the mobs are, it's doable, right? As you see right now, it's doable, but we'll get into a point where the bosses do so much damage and they just insta-kill you on every hit, on every mistake that you make. If you step into a red circle, boom, you're dead, right? So yeah, I get it. I got a dash now. I get more dashes later on, but it ups the difficulty. So don't think that you can go endless and endless from the get-go, because the game requires you to, yeah, as a true roguelike, to do the meta progression, to learn the game, to combine the runes, combine the talent trees. Yeah, and that's what the game is all about. I could dab into the chaos tree here, which is actually not that bad because it gets us the chaos golem, which taunts. But yeah, currently we'll stick with this. More crits, and these are like these synergy skills, like, right, when you burn you also slow, and slowing is actually very good because slowing the units helps you later on, because later on you have these speedsters who jump out of nowhere and just insta crit you. And what I'm going for here is a build with a lot of dots, a lot of damage over time or abilities, to make sure that when I apply a skill, it also applies burn, it also applies a doom, it also applies electrified, and that's what I'm going for with my build here. Basically clearing speed and boss skill speed. And you see here the breakdown. Yeah, Void is doing work. You see his impending doom is doing work. That's what we want, like a balanced out tree, like no real overpowered skills, just normal balanced out stuff. So we keep building on that and building on that. Our main objective of this video right now is getting as much soulstones as we can, getting as far as possible on this run. We're doing an endless run on the Zero to Hero challenge and trying to get as much soulstones and minor soulstones as we can to level up the talent tree and unlock, obviously, the Houndmaster. I believe we need 10,000 minor soulstones, and we're at 7,000 now, so we will definitely unlock the Hellmaster, and you'll see him in the next episode. He's great too because he's about bleeds and poison. But right now, yeah, dabbing between the area of effect of void, that's a no-brainer. And you're starting to see the dots sticking in, right? You see the orange and from the burn, you see the void, the doom, the purple, and it's starting to stack up, right? It's starting to stack up, so that's actually pretty good. And yeah, we're starting to kill these bosses quicker and quicker and quicker, and yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, read carefully also on these, like what does activate one. Is it worth it to pick? When you fire slash, you also do another ability. I'm seeing here to replace the shadow bolt with the stun ability with the meteor. The meteor doesn't do that much damage, but it's for stunning purposes, just as Thunder Strike. Probably replace it later on, but yeah, let's see. We'll pick another Doom here, trying to keep the stack up, and then somewhere we got hit because we're at 70 health. But we'll find a medicine. They drop in the world. You have to kill them, and then you get the medicine. Later on, you also get abilities that you get a second life and a third life, and that you heal from leveling up, and that's all in the talent tree, which we will try to unlock most with this run. So yeah, but you see us, it's a little bit slower as the barbarian run, but if you start to combine more skills, you'll actually do good on the Pyromancer. The Pyromancer is actually a chariot which you could use in endgame actually. Same with the Hellmaster. Well, you could use every character obviously in endgame, but this actually has pretty good clear speed. And yeah, what you see also, because we activated the curses, the enemies become stronger and you get these elite enemies, and these spawn vortexes which are very annoying. And you see a health pot here. Yeah, we activated and boom, we're at 95 health. But yeah, these vortexes along with the Void Lord that spawns, yeah, pretty annoying. Along with the rock that's there, you see me navigating around it and dashing around it like crazy. He does some ice attacks. If you get caught, you get frozen, so you don't want that. But you see how fast we clear him now, right? As soon as if he's in the void or in another ability, he gets these dots on him, and yeah, that basically kills him pretty fast. So yeah, you see the Chaos Golem here. That's what we wanted. That's the guy that taunts. So basically, he spawns. He's just a minion, and he taunts enemies. And yeah, we replace Meteor with it, and you see him also debuffing enemies. So he does two things very well, and yeah, that's what we want on the Pyromancer. Not all the attention on the Pyromancer, but like have some minions go out in front and be the tank for us while we blow everything down. And that's basically yeah, the gameplay that we're doing. And yeah, right now this is pretty manageable. We're 7 minutes in, and yes, it's pretty easy. I mean, look at these guys, they get melted down with all the dots. But still, yeah, it takes longer and longer with all these curses that we're applying. Yeah, there's a positive effect of the bonuses, but there's also a negative effect. And that's a lucky drop right there. The legendary multicast. 20% multicast. Yeah, that's lucky. That's a lucky drop to get a legendary that early. Yeah, of course, we have to dab into the dots, and you see we're starting to get more and more into the Chaos tree because we activated the Chaos Golem. But you see right now we have 4 different trees. We have the Burn tree, we have the Doom tree, we have the Electric tree, we even have the Arcane tree. We have 5 different, because we also have the Chaos Golem. So we have 5 different trees. That's against what I said in the previous video, not to get as many ones. So I'm looking here and I'm thinking, yeah, I gotta replace that magic missiles. But magic missiles also debuffs the enemy, so that's why I took it. It makes it so that the enemy has less armor or less power. So that's why I took it. Yeah, the Void Lord here. This is the 4th one that we're killing. Oh, this is actually the fifth one. Yeah, this is the fifth one actually. This is the purple one. So after this, yeah, this run could end. We could choose to end and take our gains with us. We could activate the Houndmaster already with 1500 minor void zones. But I guess we'll continue. We'll do endless mode, which was not open the last time. That's the yellow portal, which spawns normal endless mode. You also have the red portal, and the red portal is different because that spawns elites. So right now I have to kill 400 mobs to spawn a Void Lord, and the red one requires you to kill 30 elites, 40 elites, 50 elites. So yellow is a little bit easier to go longer, I'd say, in the end. Especially if you're an AoE build like we are currently. But yeah, you see the difficulty starting to ramp up, right? It takes 2 or 3 hits to kill these enemies, whilst in the other run it just took 1 hit. Yeah, we're trying to build something out, trying to get more crit. Also, we don't have much health. I mean, we have 95 health. That's nothing to sneeze at, especially later on. Bosses hit you for 150 if you stand in some shit. On a random attack, they hit you for 50. So yeah, we can't take much hits. But for the Chaos Golem, yeah, he's doing work, and I'm checking that now. I'm also checking the controls to see. You can turn down the visibility of spells. So later on, when I'm playing the Houndmaster, you see me making some mistakes on that, right? Because yeah, there's a lot of clutter on the ground, there's a lot of poison on the ground, and you can't see shit. And you see the same here with the void. And I'm increasing and decreasing the abilities here. You don't see your own abilities, but you see the enemy's abilities, and that's what it's used for, to see the enemy's abilities, so that you can dodge stuff, right? But yeah, I like to keep it on for as long as I think I can manage, and then I'll turn it down. And you see me later on in the Houndmaster video making a stupid mistake, but I'll save that mistake for the next video. Yeah, but you see us clearing the bosses now, and yeah, we're starting to do damage, right? The dots are ticking in, the doom stacks are ticking in. And yeah, you see the boss struggling also. He can heal, the boss, but you see him struggling in that void. And yeah, I'm just going pure damage. I'm a glass cannon. I don't give a rat's ass to put in my name. I don't give a rat's ass about strength. I'm just checking here what the DPS is. Yeah, Void is on top. Magic missiles, not that bad. Chaos Golem is picking up, but obviously these dots are ticking up. Like Doom stacks and Fire stacks are picking up. So yeah, I'm checking here how many Doom stacks I have. Yeah, to see where I need to build. And yeah, that's the kicker. The impending doom. When you doom, you also burn. Yeah, that's the kicker. So I'm checking that. And just trying to go as long as possible for as long as I can hold out. Yeah, Death Vortex not that bad. Area of effect. Yeah, probably good here. Death Vortex maybe could have been better than Magic Missiles. Not sure. It's situational. Death Vortexes spawns these vortexes, as you have seen the bosses also do. And as you see, these wing guys also do. Yeah, Thunder Strike, just a single strike on an enemy. Hope to get hit on a boss so that it stuns. Yeah, trying to up the cast frequency because I'm thinking here I need something to increase my survivability. If I ain't getting good health drops or speed or whatever. Yeah, you see these spiders now catching up to me. These elite spiders are now catching up to me. Luckily, we have the golem there, staunting. And yeah, that saves us, basically. But yeah, we're already here also standing in red stuff because it's getting hard to see. So we're dodging it in and out. And we just spawned the void under the boss. Right? How great is that? We spawned the void under the boss. So he's in the void. Like, literally in the void. And boom, he's gone. as you see, when he dies, he also spawns stuff underneath him. Take note of that, because I actually, in this video, make a huge mistake on that. I forget about it just instantly and just, yeah, it destroys you. This ups the quantity of your golems. I don't have one golem now, I have 3, as you can see. So I have 3 taunters that run around and taunt mobs, and you see them right there. Yeah, and that's actually very good, because yeah, that takes the attention away from you, so that you could, yeah, venture in the world and do all some crazy stuffs. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. We're standing in between our voids, behind our golems, just waiting on, yeah, the bosses to spawn. Also trying to farm some minerals on the map that we see, these yellow dots on the map, and bright yellow dots. Yeah, we're just trying to farm our soul stones, basically. Yeah, finally getting an upgrade to my speed. I was very slow. The spiders were catching up to me, and yeah, that's bad, because there's some speedsters also in the next area. There's some speedsters, so you really need that speed. But yeah, you see the bosses are getting harder. Yeah, damage getting higher too, but the boss is getting higher. And yeah, no voids are spawning near him, no stuns, no nothing. So I'm just, yeah, blowing him down with the dots on him. So yeah, taking speed again. Yeah, taking area effect and the magnetic to get some more XP from these. That's not to be forgotten. Magnetic, I see some YouTubers commenting on it. Magnetic has its niches because it allows you to level up fast, right? So it has its niches, but it isn't better than obviously some certain skills or some passes. So it's situational. It's basically the last choice that you get, and that you should consider. So yeah, right here, no other choices to be taken, so we'll take it. And that's it. We'll clear this middle area here. Prepare for another void. Damage increase on Electrified. Can't go wrong with that. Multicast or Doom or Arcane. Yeah, multicast, always take it. And you see us leveling pretty fast now. That's because of the magnetic. We took 2 magnetics after the first one, so it's actually pretty good. Yeah, we have to take the crit chance here. We try to spawn some voids underneath him here. That's why we're standing here. We're trying to move him, but yeah, he's caught in between 2 voids, and he's taunted by a void golem at the top. But oh my god, you see what happened there? I told you I was gonna make a mistake. We reached 55 experience level, but I made a huge mistake. I didn't listen to my own tip that I gave you guys. Don't stand under the boss as soon as the void stone drops, because he drops like an end bomb or whatever, and yeah, you don't see it that well because of the void stone. So this was the run. I enjoyed it, enjoyed making it. Now we'll get into the menu. We'll check the passives here, the damage. Yeah, you see the dots picking up. It's actually very good. Go into the menu here and start unlocking some stuff. First off, obviously, unlocking in the skill tree, as we said, extra damage, because we want to get into the extra dashes, and that helps us a lot avoiding stuff. Then we had a goal set out for us to unlock the Houndmaster for the next video, and the Houndmaster is actually one of my personal favorites. He has bleeds, he has dogs, he has everything. Can unlock the Sentinel also for 3 Void Stones. Yeah, why not? Why the heck not? Probably won't play the Void Sentinel. Spellblade, I'm not a fan, but yeah, why not? We'll just unlock it. Also unlock the runes, which are basically like, yeah, some extra runes that you can pick up to make yourself stronger. For instance, skill mastery, you can basically from another tree get skills from another class, basically with that. And we'll pick up sure-footed because it's 15% damage. why the heck not, right? And it also makes you more resistant to bosses who do pushbacks. So you also have some free skills for this one. It costs nothing to activate. This one also costs nothing, but we can't activate anything yet. But we can activate the weapon mastery. Skill mastery, yeah, activates fast skills that you otherwise would not be able to get. But weapon expert is actually pretty good, because that activates your second skill. And that's actually going to help us out on the Health Master, because the second skill of the Health Master is actually bombardment. And it's actually a pretty good skill. So why not just activate it for the next video? And yeah, this was Ratigan the Rat. I hope you enjoyed watching this first or second video of our Zero to Hero challenge on Soulstone Survivors, the game. Check the links below. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like and comment on the video. I always reply to you. Yeah, and the next time, yeah, we'll see. We'll start unlocking some stuff here still, and yeah, we'll unlock some health. Why not? Also recover every time you level. That's actually pretty good, because that makes you last longer, obviously, and that's something that the Helm Master really needs, because the Helm Master is weak early on, but can become stronger later on. Yeah, why the heck not? Let's get damage. Let's build a glass cannon. Let's build the Helm Master. Let's put him up there. He's a good hero, one of my favorites, and yeah, he's all about bombardments, bleeds, area damage. That's my fancy, you know. Right, he's all about poison also. You'll see that in the next video. He's all about ballistas, which is basically a static turret shooting at enemies without you having to worry about anything. Yeah, as said, I'm quitting, and goodbye.